Hello everyone, and welcome to the last episode of the 4 series that we're doing. This one is all about the National Republican Party. The National Republican Party was a party that opposed Andrew Jackson. So the party was formed in 1824 and was dissolved in 1834, when most people were joining the Whig Party. So over here we have John Quincy Adams and we have Henry Clay. What is the National Republican Party? The National Republican Party, also known as the Anti-Jackson Party or simply Republicans, was a political party in the United States which evolved. I think it's better if I turn on the pen. Was a political party in the United States. I can't draw my laptop up. Which evolved from a conservative-leaning faction of the Democratic Republican Party that supported John Quincy Adams in the 1824 election. Known initially as the Adams-Clay Republicans in the wake of the 1824 campaign, Adams' political allies in Congress and at the state level were referred to as Adams' men during his presidency, which is from 1825 to 1829. When Andrew Jackson became president following victory over Adams in the 1828 election, this group became the opposition and organized themselves as anti-Jacksons. The use of the term National Republicans dates from 1830. Henry Clay was the party's nominee in the 1832 election but was defeated by Jackson. The party supported Clay's American system of nationally financed internal improvement and protective tariff. After the 1832 election, opponents Jackson, including the National Republicans, anti-Masons, and others, joined to coalesce out into the Whig Party. So here's some photos. Here we have Henry Clay, 1832 presidential nominee, John Quincy Adams, 1824 and 1828 presidential nominee, Daniel Webster, a person that joined the Whig Party that was formerly National Republican, and Andrew Jackson, the whole purpose of why the National Republican Party was even a thing. Here's the 1824 United States election. Jackson won the most electoral votes. He won 99, with Adams just winning 84. But he didn't receive 131. So that's why Henry Clay was eliminated, because he got only 37. And Henry Clay used his influence to support Adams, making him win the election. Then Jackson became enraged. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to all first. This is Henry Clay's American system, and this is King Andrew. Andrew Jackson was our king. It's a poster. Funny poster. History of the National Republicans. Okay, this is a bit funny. This is a bit long, so that's why I'm probably going to mess up. Before the election of John Quincy Adams to the presidency in 1825, the Democratic Republican Party, which had been the only national American political party for over a decade, began to fracture, losing its infrastructure and identity. Its caucuses no longer met to select candidates, because now they had separate interests. After the 1824 election, factions developed in support of Adams and in support of Andrew Jackson. Adams politicians, including most ex-Federalists such as Daniel Webster and Adams himself, would gradually become members of the National Republican Party, and those politicians that supported Jackson would later help form the modern Democratic Party. The National Republican Party saw the Union as a corporate organic whole. Therefore, the rank and file idolized Clay for his comprehensive perspective on the national interest. Conversely, they disdained those that they evaluated as quote-unquote party politicians for pandering to local interests at the expense of national interests. The party met in a national convention in late 1831 and nominated Clay for the presidency and Johnson for the vice presidency. Historians refer to the National Republican Party, but the term anti-Jackson was frequently used at the time. For instance, in 1830, Alexander McLeany recorded in his diary that he attended the anti-Jackson meeting at Salted in Taney Town and addressed a few words to the meeting. After Adams' defeat in the 1828 election, his supporters regrouped around Henry Clay. Now the anti-Jackson opposing, they soon organized as the National Republican Party. Led by Clay, the new party maintained its historic nationalist outlook and desired to use national resources to build a strong economy. Its platform was Clay's American system of nationally financed internal improvements and a political tariff, which would promote faster economic development. More importantly, by binding together the diverse interests of the different regions, the party aimed to promote national unity and harmony. So here is the two vice presidential candidates, Richard Ross in 1828 and John Surgeon in 1832. Formation of the Whigs. The Whig Party emerged in 1832 to 1854 after Clay's defeat as a coalition of national Republicans, along with anti-Masons, disaffected Jacksonians, and people whose last political activity had been with the Federalists a decade before. In the short term, the Whig Party formed with the help of other smaller parties and a coalition against President Jackson and his reforms. So Andrew Jackson versus Henry Clay. Whig Party banner. 1832 U.S. presidential election. Jackson won 219 votes to Clay's 49, and then next was John Ford 11, then William Wirt 7. However, unlike the 1824 election, Jackson received more than needed, which was 130. Was it still 131? So that means that the House of Representatives couldn't interfere. William Henry Harrison was a Whig general and candidate for president in the 1836 and 1840. And here's Daniel Webster giving a speech for other prominent Whig people. National Republican presidents. John Quincy Adams, who was born in 1767 and died in 1848, was the only president for the National Republican Party from 1825 to 1829. However, he was elected in 1824 as a Democratic Republican and only joined the National Republican Party in 1828, a year before his presidency ended. So he is himself. He was the sixth president. His name was John Quincy Adams. He lived from 1767 to 1848. This is a photo. Fun fact, this photo was taken after he left office. If you want to see a photo of him while he was president, here. The reason why is because at the time he was president, we couldn't get photos yet. So since the same for 6th, 7th, 8th, and 10th presidents all had photos, but they were taken long after they left office. And then his home state in Massachusetts. He started on March 4th, 1825, and ended on March 4th, 1829, and his term in office for 4 years, exactly 4 years. So a total of 1461 days. That is messed up. Alright, next is electoral history. Electoral history, presidential elections. Oh my god. The National Republicans won in two elections, 1828 and 1832. However, they would never win a presidential election, as both times Andrew Johnson won in landslides. So here are the tickets. 1828 ticket for President John Quincy Adams, for Vice President Richard Ross. 1832 for President Henry Clay, for Vice President John Surgeon. So here's the election. 1828 for John Quincy Adams, 483 votes out of 261, and then Henry Clay in 49 out of 286. Both got second place. And now the Congressional representatives. During the 10 years of the National Republican Party, there were 6 congressional midterm elections. These were the 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. These were both for the House of Representatives and the Senate. I actually don't know how to explain this, but so basically, only one time did they have votes for the 23rd, and then for the House of Representatives, only in the 19th. But this over here is the Senate, and this over here is the House of Representatives. And that's the whole presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any suggestion of what else I should make for you as president, please comment down below. I know one of them. Remember I did a what if only Democrats became president, but someone wants me to do it. What if Republicans became president only? Anyways, peace.